Hey, everybody. Welcome back to No More, No Less. I'm Michael Chikeen, and today in the virtual studio, I have with me Robert Hunt. Robert has become the accountability guy. He's a co-author of the book Nobody Cares Until You Do. He's a business owner in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area and helps leaders remove the things that keep them from being their best. He's an executive coach who's been running CEO groups in the Dallas area since 2013, and he brings that experience and wisdom to help people reach their goals. Today, we're going to be diving deep into the waters of accountability. And hopefully, at the end of this conversation, me and all of you listening will be a little less likely to BS yourselves and myself and can get out of our own way to get closer to our dreams and the people we want to be in the world. So, without further wait, Robert Hunt, welcome to the show.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's a wonderful introduction.
Now, tell me about the moment, how and why you decided to write this book on accountability and even where the title came from.
Yeah, that came from our journey in 2000, starting in 2019, where we looked at our lives and we realized we weren't happy with our lives, and we whiteboarded this whole thing. My wife and I, as my business partner, what do we want this year to look like differently than last year? And one of the things we came up with was that the lack of satisfaction was really blamed on us, that we were the cause. And we had always looked at things and blamed things and made excuses and had reasons why we wouldn't do this or that. But at the end of the day, it was really us. And so we decided, hey, if by the end of 2019, we can't fix this problem. And our problem was that we owed $90,000 in debt. And that does not include the house or the cars. And so we said, this is just killing us. I don't like living this way. We fight all the time. It's not good for us in our future. So through that year, we worked really hard to try and get things turned around. The business was doing okay. It was struggling up and down, but we continued to spend like we were millionaires, and we weren't. And so by the end of 2019, we realized, listen, we need to pull the trigger and do this. We need to own this. So we sold our house and we took all the money out of the equity of it and paid off all our debt and moved into this house that we're living now. And we rent. And we use that to start over. So by April of 2020, when COVID had shut down the world, we were debt free. And the peace that I felt in my life as I removed the thing that was keeping me from really having joy and peace in my life, the debt, it freed me up to think healthy again. And I started looking at everything in my life with confidence and with there's no risk because I have no debt. I wouldn't want to say something to a customer because what if I lose them as a customer? And I don't want to challenge anybody. Well, that's what I do for a living is I challenge people. I had lost my mojo. And so gaining back that swagger and confidence by removing the things that were keeping us from being our best allowed us to look at our marriage, how we raise our kids, our health, our finances, everything, and our faith. It was just all weird versions of what we wanted it to be. And so we walked that journey and we began to build things back up and be intentional. And so we wanted to create a book that would tell that story. My friend Salem Thine is also a client of mine. And we have been talking about accountability, how it changes our lives. And so he agreed to support the effort and to write the book with me and share his stories as well as mine and my beautiful wife, Kathy's. And so that's what the book is about. It's about this idea of learning what it is to be free through accountability, recognizing the times where you play a victim that you don't recognize you're being a victim. And then to get to that turning point where you look at your life and you go, look, nobody cares. Nobody cares if you're fat, broke, unhappy with your marriage. Nobody cares because they got their own junk to deal with. Nobody cares about anything unless you care enough to do something about it first. And then when that happens, people come around and rally and support you and care for you. But you got to care about it first. That's the turning point. When you say that to yourself, that's when you begin the journey to accountability.